record for the most time ever being at Deer Park. I could probably tell you the details of the Mexican store right up the road. I can tell you everything about this community. But it's interesting to note, I don't think my opponent can. Congressman Deja Lay, in a decade, I don't think he knows anything about you or your families. We know he hasn't held a town hall in over 7 years. Can you imagine that? He hasn't held a town hall in over 7 years. In 6 months, I've held 154 town halls and events in all 16 counties of Tennessee, even in a pandemic. I have done everything I can to know you, to know your families, to know your joys, your sufferings, your hopes, and your anxieties. And I'm into this campaign like I've lived my life, on the road, close to you, and those you love. I am walking 196 miles across the great state of Tennessee, across all 16 counties of this congressional district. And I'm 64 miles in. I'll be walking here in Bradley County. We'll start at Walker Valley High School and we'll walk. And you are welcome to join me. But I want to come tonight with the best news I hope you hear all night. Folks, we are winning this election. Congressman Deja Lay is having to do something he's never done in a decade. Campaign. And he ain't very good at it. I'm pretty good at it. I know how to campaign. I know how to run around and meet folks and learn about you and what matters to you and your community. And let me tell you something. Congressman Deja Lay is the captain of the Titanic. And the iceberg has hit, the hailstorm has come, and he's scraping deck chairs. We're going to win this election. Did you hear that? I want you to hear that. We're going to win this election. But we've got to do this together. I have 6,000 donors from over every state in this country. I hope the banner writes that down right now. I have 6,000 donors from all 50 states in this country. Every state in this country, all 50 states have invested right here in Bradley County. We've outraised Congressman Deja Lay 5-1, but we've out-organized him 100-1. My campaign to date has made 625,000 contacts with Tennessee voters. We'll reach 1 million by election day. You might not like me, but you know me. You know me. My opponent, you don't know him. But more importantly, he doesn't know you. This campaign is fueled by 600 volunteers, 600 people, including 73 right here in Bradley County have volunteered for my campaign. The people of Bradley County are done. They're tired. Early voting is up 87% in Bradley County. Let me share you a secret. People don't go to the polls 3 weeks before Election Day and wait in lines, mind you, wait in lines in suburban and rural Tennessee because they're happy with the way things are going. We can see it in the data. We're winning. We're winning the early days, but you know what? It only gets tougher. The excited folks vote in the early days. And really, why I'm here and what's so important and why we're here is because we need help. Folks, if I win every Democrat on God's green earth in the 4th Congressional District, every Democrat who's voted for Democrats since God was a boy, I win about 32% of the vote. Hillary Clinton lost the 4th Congressional District by 41 points. 41 points. I can't just go to Election Day with Democrats. We are Tennesseans. You know who we know? Republicans. It's the basis of geography. Our friends are Republican, our fellow congregants are Republicans, our colleagues are Republicans. We know them. They flood out the streets. We know them well. The vast majority of Republicans are patriotic people who love this country, who love their home, who know in their hearts that something needs to change. And you know what? They're not going to vote for every Democrat, okay? But they might vote for one. They might vote for two. I'm the Democrat Republicans should vote for. I'm the Democrat who Republicans who cherish life and family and faith and want to leave Tennessee better than they found it. I'm the Republican they should vote for. Let me put it very simply. I'm the best choice for Republicans in this election. And I need you to share that story with your Republican friends. And they'll be skeptical. Congressman Desjardins, he has the oldest tool in the book. He says that Chris Hale is a radical leftist socialist who will destroy Tennessee and burn down our churches and nonsense and nonsense and nonsense. He says that because he's desperate, but the vast majority of Republicans know that's a load of nonsense. They know that's a load of nonsense. They look at his own record to see about someone who's not pro-life. They look at his own history, his own story. They see a man who's had domestic abuse allegations and women confirmed in a court of law right here in this community, and they know he's not a pro-family champion. Look at Congressman Desjardins' record and look at mine. I'm the champion of conservative values of family, faith, and life. My opponent is not. But I'm also the champion of health care. I'm the champion of education, of good jobs, and living wages. And my opponent is not. Can you understand why he is scared? Can you understand why he's going to throw anything he can in the final days of this election, but we cannot let him do it? So here's what I want you to tell your Republican friends. I am a Democrat running in one of the most conservative districts on God's green earth. Truly one of the reddest districts in all of America. My loyalty, at the end of the day, is not to any party or politician. It is to you, your nation, this nation, and your family. And if they have any skepticism, remember this. There's another election in 2 years. And Lord knows that if I win this election, every Republican who has ever had a pulse and a savings account will run in 2022. You know what? Kevin Brooks, I'm sure he wants to be congressman. So if they like Kevin Brooks, tell them they can vote for Kevin Brooks in 2022, but Scott Desjardins is not their man in 2020. I need you to be missionaries for my cause. I run on Red Bull, I run on heart, I run on courage, and I say this with humility. No one has ever worked harder to earn your vote. And to my Republican friends, no one will ever work harder to confirm your choice next year in the United States Congress. I'm asking for a chance. What do you have to lose? You have a congressman who does not show up, who does not fight for you. Even the leading conservative magazine in this country said that Scott Desjardins is America's worst lawmaker. The GOP. I might be a Democratic nominee for the United States Congress, but I will be an American congressman. I will fight for those who do not vote for me as well as those who do. Congressman Desjardins will not. So I'm ending here tonight with a word of help. Please, talk to your Republican friends and neighbors. We're not asking them for keys to the kingdom. I'm asking them to give a young man a 2-year chance. A 2-year chance. I need your help. I need you to get involved in this campaign. It is not too late. 6,000 donors. Will you not 6,000 and first donor? Will you give tonight? We have Square, we have cash, we have credit. You can help. Will you sign up to volunteer? Will you take a yard sign? Those Hell Yes yard signs are our biggest missionary cause in the world. They get us Republicans. And finally, will you talk to your friends? Will you say he's the one you're looking for? He's a different type of Democrat. His loyalty is not to any party and politician, but you and your family. In 15 days, by the grace of God, and through the means of a free and fair election, Bradley County, you're looking at your next congressman. Thank you for having me.